Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, Bart. I almost said Andy.
I almost said Andy, too.
Well, good morning.
Good morning. I'm in for Andy. Andy's off this week, and they're off. They're all week.
Yes,
They're
much
gone.
deserved. So I hope you have a great time and enjoy, and send us all your critiques, your constructive criticism.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be watching.
What? You know where you are.
They might be watching right now at the
It's
airport.
streaming, so you could be
Yeah.
watching it, but
Yeah.
you can also always catch us on your YouTube and Facebook.
And View It. I had someone come up to me who lives in St. Joseph, Michigan, and they said they watch the morning show on View It.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can watch on View It, get the app, or put it on your TV app, and watch us anywhere.
It's called View It?
View It.
I've never heard of it.
VUIT.
Okay.
View It. It's unbelievably cold right now, 34 degrees. Yesterday's high was only 46, cold all weekend. Today, a slight chance of snow showers before noon, then a chance of rain showers, high of 50 today. Frost is possible tonight. Thanks to Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More for bringing you today's weather. And it just looks cold. It feels cold.
It's miserable. The sun was starting to peek out just as I came in here, but it was definitely spitting snow. But look, Jackson looks pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Look at everything turning green.
Some pops of green. Oh, and by the way, happy belated Earth Day to our fellow Earthlings.
Yeah. Happy Earth Day, Earthlings. Did you do anything special for Earth Day?
For Earth Day, we celebrated someone who has spent 95 years on Earth, and that is my mother-in-law, Karen's mom, Rita Lundberg. We had a 95th birthday party for her at Steve's Ranch, and there are her 7 children, and they came along with their spouses and kids and grandkids and great-grandkids. Fun
look at
time.
that. Oh my gosh, you have such a beautiful family. Rita, you are so blessed. Look what you made.
Yeah.
You did all of that.
So we had a huge cake. Faye O'Day made this huge cake. There's some of the grandkids. And we had the Steve's Ranch, the whole back room.
Yeah.
And they did a great party, thanks to Cecilia and everyone at Steve's Ranch. Some of the brothers, grandsons, cousins, and so on. But people came from as far away as Florida and California.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, what is this?
This was a surprise for Rita. So 75 years ago, Rita was an art student in college, and she had created a portfolio that had been jammed into a case and just stuffed away. It was found in the attic when they sold her house, and so we had all those paintings framed for her, and she hadn't seen these in 75 years.
Bart, that's incredible. These are beautiful.
It's amazing. People are amazed. And Rita, she had not seen them in 75 years.
Oh.
So these are without the frames, but the fine folks at I've Been Framed did a beautiful job.
Oh,
Bailey
nice.
and their team, Amy, and what a great job. This is a self-portrait.
That is incredible.
She told us at the party that she wanted to be make advertising.
Really?
When she was in college. That was,
Okay.
Instead, she had 7 children. This got put on hold and forever, and so she was very talented. Rita Graby Lundberg.
She changed the world with all those fantastic kids.
Yes, she did.
She really helped make a lot of magnificent things happen. That was interesting. The one we were just looking
Yeah,
at.
the cigarette.
Yeah,
ones. And she
yeah.
never smoked.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, those are beautiful. Was she so surprised?
she was very surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they think they're gonna have a art show at Arbor Manor where she lives now.
Yes. Oh, Rita, let us know when that is, because I want to come for sure.
So.
Look at her, 95
95.
years old.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Miss Rita. Let's celebrate all week.
Yeah. That's a great time. Great lady.
Do you still have family in?
I think there might be some.
Yeah.
No, I think the last of them leave today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, safe travels, everybody.
Yeah, so that's what we did for 4 days. We were with the family.
Yeah.
They came in and yeah.
When you're such a softie, you act so tough, but he surprised Karen with framing those. I thought that was such a beautiful gesture.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was really for your whole family to enjoy, but you know, it meant the world to your beautiful wife.
So cold weather, a lot of things got, well, like high school sports on Saturday, pretty much everything got wiped out.
Did it?
And there were some outdoor events, but what'd you do?
Worked like crazy. Kerwin took Claire to that stunt dog show yesterday at Jackson College at the Potter Center. Said it was phenomenal. Said they had a really great crowd there too, so that was good. We had a series of open houses yesterday. It's open house season, even though Mother Nature does not want to cooperate. We had music at 2 of our lake houses, and the idea was that the music would be outside.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't work out, but it was wonderful. We had a great crowd, and it's definitely lake season. Even if the temperatures today don't reflect that.
Well, I thought that was very clever. I heard about it last week. You had music and you had caterers.
Yes.
So awesome way to do an open house. And who did the music and the catering?
We had Austin Brown at ours, who's going to be here tomorrow. So I took some clips that we can share, because not only is he a doctor of pharmacy, he's like this killer one-man band. He's amazing. In Sylvia's catering, Elise Houston and Allison over there did a fantastic job. They made these, have you ever had bacon wrapped dates?
Oh yeah, those are great.
Yeah, so Allison's from California, and her family ships in these fresh dates. And they're like this big. They're like the size of a meatball. And then they're grilled with the bacon and like a tangy sauce on it. I'd give anything for one right now. They do such a great job.
Were there any left over? Did you bring any?
Nope, there weren't that many left over. We had a really good crowd. It was a fun lake party in spite of the weather. It's always a good day at the lake.
Today's show is being brought to you by Vermeulen's, and if you need some furniture for lakeside or your patio or your deck or inside, Vermeulen's has huge selection. 75 years, 3 generations.
Yeah.
Vermeulen's serving our community, and they've always got something on sale.
They
always.
do. They do. They donated the furniture for that event at Lumen Christi a couple weeks ago. So I got to sit on stage for an hour and a half under bright lights, which was not my most comfortable setting, but it was so comfy, cozy. Those chairs were amazing. I was going to steal it.
And you can try them out. And go into Vermeulen's, try them out.
Yep. Kick up your feet.
Also this weekend, this is something that is really cool. What are we doing next, Brandon? I think the Kit Young Bulldogs, every year they play Napoleon Pirates. This is something the students at Napoleon have been putting on for a few years. They had to skip a year during the pandemic, but they do this as a fundraiser.
Aww.
And it's unbelievable. So the students at Napoleon, and they come from all the teams, boys and girls, and they participate in this fundraiser designed to give the kids from Kit Young a chance to put on a great display of basketball excellence. They had 50-50 drawings, concessions, raffle prizes, and a great turnout. And kids from Napoleon, they love it. The Kit Young students, they love it.
Yeah.
And guess who won?
Kit Young.
Kit Young.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
oh, that's so cool.
They creamed the Pirates.
Oh, sweet. I bet they had the best time.
Yeah. And
oh, look at that.
JTV's Jeff Steers was there, and there's a story and a photo gallery on jtv.tv. So check it out. Way to go,
yes.
Napoleon.
Good job, kiddos. Jeff Steers is everywhere. I don't know when that guy sleeps. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he covered that. It's so cool.
Did you see there was this security guard at a Taylor Swift concert? Did you see the clip?
I did.
It's going viral because the guy is unbelievable.
Oh, wait, the guy or the girl?
It's a guy.
Oh, I saw like a retired woman.
Oh, well, okay, it's the woman.
Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah.
So she is phenomenal. And I thought, this is a great retirement gig.
For a security guard?
Yeah.
For someone to be a security guard?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, do we have the video?
No.
Oh shoot.
No.
Well, she was cutting a rug and like she knew every song, was singing at the top of her lungs. That's going to be my retirement goal.
Yeah, not really doing a very good job of security, but nonetheless.
She doesn't look uber, what do I want to say? Like intimidating. I feel like I could
No.
plow right past her if I needed to, but she might surprise you. She's got moves.
There's another one, we'll find it tomorrow. We'll have it tomorrow of a security guard.
There's another Taylor Swift security
Not
card dancing?
no, it was a baseball game.
Oh.
Hank.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Friday, and this is something Consumers Energy employees do every year, they volunteer their time to help clean up the community, and in cooperation with the Jackson Parks and Rec, they went around town, they mulched the playground at the MLK Center, they picked up trash and tree debris, which there was a lot of at
Yes.
Ellisharp Park. There was litter on the MLK Equality Trail they picked up. They did mulching downtown, picked up trash on Michigan Avenue, Jackson Street, and Mechanic, and they mulched the playground at Kiwanis Park. Great job, thanks to all those Consumers Energy volunteers. You know, we have, there were dozens and dozens of them that
Yeah.
do it. And it's not just this one day. The Consumers Energy employees, they really spend a lot of time, money, and energy contributing to our community in so many ways. Great corporate citizen,
Yes.
but all the people that work there, they're on boards, they volunteer, they
Yep.
donate. For years and to this day, Consumers Energy is the largest donor to the United Way
Oh,
and several other organizations like Salvation Army.
nice.
This community, if it weren't for Consumers Energy, would look a lot different.
Yeah, we are so blessed, and downtown looks amazing. You can tell they just polished it up beautifully for spring. Did you see the one volunteer was even on a scooter? Her foot was in a brace and on a scooter, so there's no excuse to not be out there volunteering. If she can do it, you can do it.
Yeah. Where were you and Andy on Thursday?
We went, oh, and we were with you. We went to the grand opening of the new Jackson Country Club, and it was amazing.
Now, someone told me you had never been there.
I had not since it had been
since
redone.
the renovation. Oh.
No, I had not seen the renovation, but it came out beautifully. You can't even, you have to see it in person. They've always had that beautiful backdrop, you know, with the wall-to-ceiling windows, but just the colors and the style and overall design, it really is the most elegant place in town. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, they completely redid the dining room. They built a new bar, and they used a lot of local contractors. Kirk Mercer and Mercer were the general contractors. And for instance, Crimson Oak, they built custom tables that are stand-up tables in the bar.
Nice.
And some other items throughout the club. They redid the locker rooms, they added a turn bar. They really made it a great place for people to have events and
Yes.
entertain, and it's awesome. And
These-
they had hors d'oeuvres. Did you have some of the hors d'oeuvres?
I did, and they were delicious. They were so good. Yeah, this was so nice. And they did this fairly quickly. Mercer came in, you know, with the whole crew and made this all happen pretty quick. It looked amazing. Congratulations to everybody out there. And you know, I was talking to some people this weekend at the open house about the Jackson Country Club, and it really is more affordable than, like my brother in Chicago, the one that they looked
Oh,
into,
yeah.
it's $100,000 to join. $100,000. I mean, so ours is much more affordable. I think your spend is only $25 a month. Like that's your required spend, which, you know, that's lunch, not a huge deal, but it's so affordable. And the programs that they have for kiddos in the summer are really nice.
Yeah, check it out. They have specials on membership right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, visit their website. Now, also this past weekend, we had what do we have, Brandon? Oh, well, let me tell you about something that's happening tonight.
Okay.
It's the Jackson Public Schools Kindergarten Roundup that continues. And it's tonight is the next one at John R. Lewis Elementary from 5 to 6:30. Show up and show up on time.
Yes. There's going to be prizes and food.
What do you think there are more of, Panda Expresses or pandas?
Well, I hope it's pandas.
No. No, there are actually more Panda Expresses than pandas. There are
That's bad
1,800 giant pandas in the wild and a handful in the zoos, and 2,236 Panda Expresses.
That's bad news for the panda.
Yes. And no, they don't serve panda.
No, they do not. But I like a little Panda Express every once in a while. Have you ever had it?
Yeah, we used to have it quite a bit until that one time.
There's always the one time, right?
Yeah. We got a whole bunch of on deck. The Extreme Dodge Jackson County scoreboard, of course, nothing on Sunday, but we've got baseball, softball, girls soccer, boys golf, and girls tennis all happening, and you'll see results later today with photos from JTV, Jeff Steers, and results on the Extreme Dodge Jackson County scoreboard online at jtv.tv. Who's on the show today?
Oh, we've got a great lineup. We've got John Denny from the Hanover Horton Schools. I'm excited about that. We've got Kirsten Blackdeer with Experience Jackson.
Oh, nice.
That's going to be on. And then we have Bruce Incensio and the beautiful Melissa Burdett.
Great.
We got a busy day.
It all starts right after this.
With over 16,000 completed Sonneborn smiles, Dr. Sonneborn is the most experienced orthodontist in the region. We work hand in hand with every dental practice for your convenience and confidence. The staff of Dr. Sonneborn's office is trained to provide efficient, high-quality care. We strive to make each and every visit as pleasant as possible, working towards your dream smile. We take pride in our training, and the care we provide is second to none. Visit our welcoming staff and atmosphere, where we focus not only on teeth, but faces and smiles too. Over 30 years as Jackson's most experienced and trusted orthodontist. Visit us today at 1415 West Argyle Street in Jackson, or our second location in Battle Creek.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
Do you do landscaping?
Yes, we do. Our landscaping is creative and innovative. We'll make sure your yard is beautiful.
Do you do irrigation systems?
Yes, our irrigation systems are top of the line and will be designed to fit your watering needs.
What about lawn care?
We do that too. Our lawn care services will continue to keep your yard healthy and help it grow. Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping, serving South Central Michigan since 1986.
Our new Express Oil Changes and More building has been a huge success. Not only do we have the best oil change prices, we top off fluids and do a 33-point inspection. All while you enjoy fresh-baked cookies, coffee, and popcorn in our new lounge. This month is our Jeep Freedom Day sales event with special pricing on all new Jeeps. Stop out to Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson, just off I-94 exit 141, or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh yeah!
The morning show is being brought to you by Sonneborn Orthodontics. For over 30 years, Jackson's most experienced and trusted orthodontist. Visit them at sonnebornortho.com. Thank you to Dr. Sonneborn and his great team. The Ferry Festival is this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Friday is VIP day, and it runs from 4 till 8 p.m. And then Saturday is the big general day, and that runs from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you get tickets in advance at jacksonarts.org/ferry. And the VIP ticket is a little bit more than the Saturday ticket, but you can do both or one or the other. But there are limited numbers of tickets, and you choose your times that you want to go. There will be all kinds of crafts, activities, things for the kids to see and do, and for parents too. There will be food trucks, vendors, and so much more. The 16th annual Jackson School of the Arts Fairy Festival this Friday and Saturday.
So fun. Joining us now with all the news from Hanover Horton School District, we have John Denny, Superintendent. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
How are you?
Doing good. How about you?
We are good. I hear that you might be the culprit for this cool weather.
Well, you know, from the school's perspective, it is nice having the crummy weather outside. Kind of helps keep the kids focused this time of year. Although I'll take it a little warmer.
Yeah. Freezing and spitting snow is just kind of put you in a mood.
Not this time of year.
No. So what's new over at Hanover Horton?
Well, we're right back into it seems like a never-ending cycle. We're already starting getting going for next year. We actually have our first day of Roundup is today.
Oh,
so
wow.
we got the little ones coming in, and we'll have a day and a half longer of it, but it is definitely one of those that if people aren't able to make it in by Wednesday, they can, we'll run them through the assessments anytime.
Okay.
But we try to make appointment times because we have all of our kindergarten teachers are working with the kids, that we put subs in the classrooms, and
nice.
They rotate through little stations so that way the teachers each get a chance to get to know the little ones a little bit, so that as we build the classes for the fall, try to get a good balance of the behaviors and just try to get a good blend for the kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first time for a lot of these families that they've never set foot in the building before.
That's true, and especially, you know, with some of the changes that have happened recently, there's a little less opportunity to get into the buildings, but it's a fun time.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how little they are.
And you guys have a Young Fives program as well?
We do. We have 2 classrooms that we'll have the kids go into there, and a lot of it's not necessarily based on age. That's kind of the name we came up with, but a lot of it ends up just at kids that just aren't quite ready. That we found the first year as superintendent, we had a class that we had like 9 kindergartners that were recommended for retention because they just weren't ready for first grade.
Oh, wow.
So rather than do it as more of what felt like a punitive thing, we came up with let's catch them early, let's build them up. And for the most part, as our kindergarten classes move forward, the students from Young 5, instead of starting off in the bottom quarter, bottom 10% of the class, most of them end up in the top third when they start kindergarten.
Oh, nice.
To really give them that sense of success and striving right off the bat. And it's worked out great.
Oh, that's great.
Sounds like it works.
It does.
John is actually downtown on Saturday night experiencing the nightlife of downtown Jackson.
That was such a cool thing. Steve Tucker from the Michigan Theater opened it up for us to be able to have our annual jazz bash.
Oh, nice.
Where we had a local performer along with a couple bands from Adrian College came up, and our band played. It was a very, very cool evening. And just what a venue for the kids to be able to play in.
Yeah, so you guys actually have a jazz band?
We do. That's part of the offerings we have, that we offer at the high school level. They get band, choir, or jazz band. Some will do all 3.
Nice.
Which makes it a little tough on their scheduling, but they love it.
Very cool.
JTV was actually there. Noel Baker was filming the event, and we'll have that for you, the whole thing, coming up, I think, this weekend.
Oh, perfect.
And some of those kids, they were competing in the morning at the competition.
The solo and ensemble was that morning, and then the concert that night. So it was a busy day for them.
Oh my goodness.
And they did well. Several got 1 ratings, and we've got it's amazing the talent we have walking our hallways every day.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys have a millage coming up.
We do, our operating millage, which is one of those things I still cannot figure out why we have to do it, and it confuses a lot of people. But it gets down to the point that the bottom line is the millage generates about $1.4 million for us. And it fluctuates, and I'm sure you have a lot of fun explaining to people that are buying homes how to figure out those tax rates, especially with the lake properties. But the big thing is for the majority of people in our district, they don't have to, it doesn't impact them. They're not paying it because it's on the non-homestead. But one of the things that Michigan put in the Constitution is the Headley Amendment. And this is part of what leads to so much confusion in the operating millage realm. that in 2015 we passed a rate at 18.5912. I'm not sure how we came up with that number. But over the years, because of the increase in property values, the millage rate had to keep getting rolled back. So the school got less and less and less and less money. Typically, you would try to just do a renewal, or you can go for a Headley override. But we had to go to a new millage because we're only allowed to restore half a mil on a renewal. And since our number went down to that 17.2, the only way we can get fully funded is by doing a new millage. So the board opted to go for 18 mils, or 20 mils, even though legally we can only apply 18 to the tax levy, so to give that cushion to be able to ride it out so that as we go forward, we're not stuck at looking at doing a Headley override or having to do a new millage, because we've got to pay for the election cost.
Yeah.
So it is incredibly confusing, but if we're not levying 18 mils, we don't get our full funding from the state.
Oh, geez, yeah, we don't want that. We want you to continue having all these great
Yes,
programs
yes.
for your kids and great teachers.
And then on top of that, we have the ISD millage coming up as well. So that's $300,000 to our district,
Oh, wow.
well over $8 million to the county. So a couple of big items coming up on May 2nd.
Oh, wow, they're both that day. Cool. Well, get out there and vote.
Absolutely.
A week from tomorrow.
Is it already a week
Yeah.
from tomorrow?
Yeah.
Holy
May.
smokes.
Maybe May will have good weather.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope Election Day has good
Yes.
weather so you have a good turnout. How are
Absolutely.
your kiddos?
They're doing great. Evan's wrapping up his first year teaching.
I cannot believe.
6th grade over at Northwest, and Jeff Bontrager keeps talking about the fact that Evan was one of his Miller kids for a little bit there. That so he got hired by his elementary principal.
That's so
And
cool.
Leah's playing soccer, loving life, and a typical busy junior in high school.
I can't believe she's a junior. Did your son graduate from college like on an accelerated program? I don't feel like that.
He graduated in 3 years.
Okay.
And that was because we don't really push AP classes at Hanover Horton. We encourage a lot of dual enrollment.
Okay.
So he graduated high school with 28 credits.
Wow.
So he did a couple of summer classes and was able to graduate with his teaching certificate in 3 years.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so this is his 4th year out of high school, and he's finishing off his first year teaching.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
End of the school year, all the senior events, the prom, the graduation, and all the excitement for seniors, class of 23, back to normal, really for the first time since the pandemic. The seniors are getting a normal experience.
They're getting a full treatment, coming up. That we graduate on a Friday, going into Memorial Day.
Oh wow.
Prom coming up. I think it's May 13th. I think 12th,
Okay.
something like that.
Nice.
So it's a sprint to the end for them, especially.
Yes. It's
Yeah, prom season actually started. I saw kids in tuxedos and gowns on Saturday night downtown.
Yes. Yep. I saw lots of pictures all over Facebook for sure. I liked it. Everybody was dressed really nice and seemed like they were excited. And
It is a fun time for the kids. My daughter actually had a prom committee meeting yesterday as they're wrapping up the details on theirs and after prom and all that stuff. So
after prom is a newer concept. We didn't have that when we were in high school.
no, it's
Did you have it?
No, I could tell you some stories. I did go to prom. Thanks you, Brandon.
I didn't go to my senior prom. I did not go to my senior prom. No, I didn't. But no, it's like something's missing in my heart because I did not go. But tell our viewers what after prom is.
After prom is basically create an environment where the kids want to go after prom to have some fun and kind of just be able to wrap up the evening, a little bit of a supervised time with their friends. They'll have games going for different activities. Just wrap it up and have some fun rather than just everybody going off on their own after the prom, and give them a supervised spot to be.
Yeah, I love it.
For my prom, I was the only boy that didn't have a tux because my mom said, we're not going to waste money on renting clothes. You'll have to. So we went to Robert Hall and bought a suit, a light gray suit, and I think it was $70.
Oh
and
my
it looked every bit of $70.
But actually, you're a trendsetter because that's what a lot of the guys do now. Very
Oh, really?
few will rent a tux.
Yeah.
They'll go out and they'll buy suits, and that way they've got their suit. You'll see the guys will wear the same suit for junior, senior prom, and
Yep.
graduation events, and everything else. So they're skipping her tux rental and going right to buying the suits.
Your mom was
started something.
brilliant.
So you were ahead of the
Yeah.
curve.
Yeah. Your mom knew what she was doing. Way ahead of her time.
Way ahead.
Not that you were thinking that at the time.
No, I fought it at every step.
I bet.
Well, we congratulate the class of 23 at Hanover Horton, and I know we've got a lot of spring sports, a lot of things still to come, and best wishes for the rest of the year for everyone.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Superintendent John Denny at Hanover Horton Schools. Up next, Experience Jackson is going to take us on a little visit. Stay tuned.
Dinosaur Safari, an immersive exhibit for children and families, is now open at Ella Sharp Museum. The nearly 2,500 square foot exhibit features 7 animatronic dinosaurs, as well as hands-on stations that help children imagine themselves as paleontologists. The incredible world of Dinosaur Safari features colorful and lifelike dinosaurs, including Triceratops and T-Rex. Some even move and roar. And one is climbable. Children can play dress up in a safari tent, pretend to drive a safari jeep, and visit 2 dig stations. The exhibit is produced by Omaha Children's Museum, open during museum hours. Visit ellasharp.org.
As a proud partner of Frankenmuth Insurance, Barker Weber operates under 5 distinct values.
Integrity. We will be honest and fair.
Stewardship. We commit to responsible management.
Empathy. We understand how you feel.
Mutual respect and trust. You'll always be our valued partner.
Dedication. We'll work for you wholeheartedly.
Barker Weber and Frankenmuth Insurance, your local insurance solution.
Center for Family Health is proud to announce that all 4 of our school health center locations have reopened and are accepting new patients. We recognize the importance of making sure kids have access to medical and mental health care. When their basic needs are met, kids are better prepared to focus on learning and be present in school. Families thrive when everyone has access to quality health care, so patients of all ages are welcome. Parkside, Northeast, Jackson High, and Northwest Health Centers provide primary medical care and mental health services in convenient locations throughout the community. Call us today to make your appointment or for more information. Center for Family Health, opening the door to health care for all.
Welcome back to the morning show. The Center for Family Health is proud to announce that all 4 of their school health locations are reopened and are accepting new patients. They recognize the importance of making sure that kids have access to medical and mental health care. That is so important. When their basic needs are being met, kids are better prepared to focus on learning and to be present at school. Families thrive when everyone has access to quality health care, so patients of all ages are welcome. They are at Parkside, Northeast, Jackson High, and Northwest Health Centers. They provide primary medical care and mental health services in convenient locations throughout the community. Call them today to make an appointment and for more information. Center for Family Health, opening the door to health for all.
Now we're going to visit with Experience Jackson, and we're taking you to the Home to Suites by Hilton with General Manager Kirsten Blackdeer.
Welcome to A Visit with Experience Jackson. I'm Andy Hawley, alongside Rachel Buchanan from Experience Jackson and Kirsten Blackdeer from Home 2 Suites, General Manager at Home 2 Suites. And Rachel, it's amazing how far Jackson has come with lodging, right? It wasn't too long ago that there were only a few choices. Not the case anymore.
We actually have 16 hotels in Jackson County, so a lot to choose from. Most of them right here in Jackson proper, and then we also have a hotel out in Brooklyn. So plenty of places to choose from, and over 1,000 rooms in our size community. It's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. And, you know, I remember when some of the hotels built, like, oh, only the people that are working construction are going to be the ones staying there. Now it can be sometimes hard to get a room, but it's helpful when you're planning visits and events to have all of this space for people to come into town.
Yeah. Well, I also love that each hotel property kind of has their own personality.
Right.
There's different price points. If you're looking for this amenity or that, we're getting really familiar with that and have a great variety too. So that's why I'm excited to find out what we've got here at Home 2 Suites today.
Absolutely. And I have stayed here, Kirsten, Hilton Point guy here, right? So this is one of the Hilton properties, and this is even when I travel, this is a hotel brand that I look for just because of the amount of space in the rooms. Talk a little bit about just the rooms, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit about the rest of the property.
Sure. So we are an extended stay hotel, which means we have all of the amenities that people might need to make them comfortable and feel at home. So we have full-size refrigerators, we have microwaves, we actually have dishwashers with all of the dishes that they might need. There's a kitchen sink in there with a garbage disposal.
I bet families really love the space in the rooms. Talk about what type of travelers come through. And, in Jackson, living in Jackson, we don't get to the hotels every day. What type of guests do you have?
So we have all types of guests. We have guests that come and stay for one night, maybe for business, or families that are just coming to enjoy the pool. We also have people that stay long term. We're an extended stay hotel, like I said, so a lot of our travelers will stay for like a week. We have people that have stayed for over a year. Most of the time they're working in Jackson. There are a lot of different businesses that have people that come from out of town to work here, and they choose to stay with us during that time.
Is it true that a lot of fans of maybe Michigan or Michigan State end up at some of our Jackson hotels when they're in town watching the Spartans or Wolverines?
Yes, absolutely. We actually get fans of other teams too that travel from Wisconsin and Nebraska. So we'll see a lot of people from out of state as well coming to support their teams here in Jackson, in addition to the Michigan and Michigan State fans.
I know Nebraska is probably the best fan base outside, but are there any fan bases that you've enjoyed come through, like Wisconsin or Iowa?
We do actually enjoy those from Iowa as well. Yes, we get a good many from Iowa, and they're all fun when they come here. They're always fun and excited to be here. So yeah, we love to have them.
A lot of summer events and people planning baseball tournaments, any of our festivals downtown. This is a great place to stay with families. Pool, easy snacks, easy location. The size of the rooms are awesome for me because a lot of times not everyone has a bed.
Yeah.
This place, everyone's got a bed. Have you seen some of the rooms here, Rachel?
Well, I know we're going to be looking at some of them today, and it's really exciting. I like this hotel. I like the color and vibrancy here, and I've never been disappointed. So.
Kirsten, what would you say sets your hotel apart from maybe some of the others around?
Well, in addition to having the kitchenettes, we also have outdoor spaces that people get to enjoy. We have two patios. One has a fire pit, so people can light the fire pit and sit around and kind of enjoy the evening sitting outside. We also have a second patio. That one has two barbecue grills, so people can cook outdoors instead of having to cook in their rooms, and have almost like a little party outside.
I think you kind of answered my next question, was keeping up with the modern needs and expectations of current travelers. That's just not something you would normally see, but is that part of that?
That is part of that. One other amenity that we have that's an option for the modern traveler is for our Hilton Honors members. It's called Digital Key. They can check in online using the Hilton Honors app. They can pay with their credit card online. They can skip the front desk completely. remotely, and they get the key downloaded to their phone so they can use their cell phone actually to open up the door to their room, and the outside doors, the door to our fitness center and the pool also can be opened with their digital key.
And the pool's recently reopened. It had a facelift. It's looking good and ready to go.
Yeah, oh yes, absolutely. It looks perfect, nice and crystal clear in there today.
Awesome. Well, Rachel, I don't know if you noticed, but they have my favorite snacks over there. They have Sour Patch Kids and a full cooler. This is a pretty nice lobby.
Yeah, well, I see Hot Pockets over there too. I mean, that makes a big difference. The only thing, just keep my kiddos away.
Well,
maybe me.
We're at the Home 2 Suites and with General Manager Kirsten Blackdeer, and I would highly encourage anyone coming to town, or even if you're looking just for a night away from home, want to not worry about any laundry or cleaning, and maybe take a swim. And that's always you always welcome people for a staycation.
Absolutely, we recommend it for sure.
Awesome. For more information on this property or any of the other properties in our area, please visit experiencejackson.com.
Northwest Community Schools provides a positive culture that inspires students to achieve greatness.
We believe in kindness.
Truly caring about the success of others starts with you.
We believe in creating positive relationships.
Listen and be present. Be prepared to be amazed.
We believe in being intentional.
Have a clearly defined vision and mission and be mindful.
We believe in positivity.
Give specific praise and celebrate all things.
We believe in growth.
Academic, behavioral, social, emotional growth is a mindset for both students and staff.
We are Northwest.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is preparing. Preparing for the worst by putting to work the very best. Change is improving by replacing utility poles and redesigning our substations. Change is commitment. Commitment to upgrading 1,000 miles of our energy grid every year. And change is confidence. The confidence of knowing when it comes to keeping the lights on, we're always on. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Need a plumber? From leak repairs to new construction. Grimes Plumbing Company, licensed and insured, proudly serves the Jackson area with fast, reliable service. No hot water, drains clogged? Call Grimes Plumbing today, proudly serving Jackson County.
The Michigan Theater is doing something special all this month, a member movie night bonus on Monday nights, and tonight members get in free to see Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan, starring who, Bruce?
Ricardo Montalban.
Yes. And that's $5 for non-members, but join the theater and see the movie for free.
Wonderful. Well, you already mentioned Bruce. We've got Bruce Incencio and Melissa Burgett here to tell us all the good things happening in the race world. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here.
Another great year. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, what's coming up next?
So the Family Service and Children's Aid 5K Run and Walk is this Saturday morning, 9 a.m. with the Kids Fun Run starting at 10 a.m.
Nice.
We're really excited about the turnout this year. We already have 151 people pre-registered.
Oh, that's incredible.
So we're kind of building off of the event that Jake had for Grow Jackson in February. It's the same course, the Groundhog Gallop, and really appreciate all the support that JTV has provided over the years. and that ORS has provided since they launched the race series a couple years ago.
Yes. So you mentioned there's a kids run that is at 10 o'clock.
Right.
What's involved in that? How far are those little tykes going to go?
That's controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think it kind of depends on what range of children.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
We just start them at the start line. We run out about 100 yards, come
Okay.
back.
Oh,
Some people keep going.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a good event, and it's not that competitive. Not the kids one isn't. The adult one is.
Bruce actually started this event.
You did?
21 years ago?
Yep, this is our 21st annual. I was a board member at Family Service and Children's Aid and said that I would be interested in starting a 5K to help promote the event. And my initial impetus for it was that our building just didn't look as great as I would like it to, and nobody seemed to know where we were for lack of signage. So I said, hey, let's raise some money just to promote the agency.
Yeah.
And we were the largest recipient of United Way funds at the time, but nobody, I felt at least, knew where we were and didn't know exactly what we did because we did so many things down there. And so the organization has grown. Bob Powell is killing it over there. She's doing wonderful things, and we're proud to be affiliated with it. My firm sponsored it for the last 21 years.
Nice.
So we're excited about it.
Well, there's still room for more people to register, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. Where can they find it?
Well, all of the race information is on orsraceseries.com, and that has all of our races, and that'll take you directly to the run sign-up link for Bruce's race for this weekend.
I think we've got all kinds of weather for this event too.
Oh.
Yeah, we've had some great days for weather, and we've had some not great days for weather. I looked ahead, and the high on Saturday is 61, but the low is 41, which means that it'll probably be about 45 degrees at race time.
Okay.
Which I ran yesterday in 46-degree temps, and it was fine.
Yeah.
So you don't want it to be too hot anyway, right?
No,
you don't want it
that's
to be
true.
80 and humid,
No.
right? We've all done that
we're
before.
just talking about
No,
that.
or snowing.
Yeah.
You
So
know.
we should be fine.
Somewhere right in between them.
Yeah, it'd be
45 doesn't
perfect.
sound so
It'd be
bad.
perfect.
Right.
Melissa, you shared that even on vacation, you were so dedicated to running. You were even running down in Mexico.
Yeah, so everyone that has, even on this show and even at races, I've always talked about how I love the environment the races, that are at the races, but I've not been able to clone myself to be able to participate and be an active support. So my husband has signed us up for the Indy Mini, which is next weekend. So I've had to be on a training regime, and I'm super proud of myself. Yes, ran 11 in Mexico. That was very hard, and I have to. This is the other guy that I hold myself accountable with. I told Bruce, you'd be really proud of me. I ran 12 miles this past weekend. So I'm getting there. But I might jump in this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, Bruce, he's served as race director and he
gets
runs
it.
too.
Yeah. Well, I try to go out toward the back.
Yep.
And that way I make sure everyone gets off smoothly.
Okay.
And then I try to pick it up a little bit. It kind of motivates me to keep moving and get going faster and start going by people. So we'll see what happens. and Jacob isn't running this Saturday, so he can't beat me. So yeah, so I'm guaranteed not to lose to him.
Well, you're still beating him, aren't you? Because he didn't run the turkey trot this past year, right? But you did. Didn't you run the turkey trot?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
You win for doing more races then.
Right.
Than
Well, I'm
Jacob.
older, so I've had more experience and more opportunities.
I love the competitiveness between the two of you.
Well, yeah, our entire family's like that. So it's not just the two of us.
Well, this is a great family event, actually. This is
It
something
is.
the whole family should register and come out and take advantage of it. And we will pray for sunshine. It doesn't have to be hot, but maybe
Right.
a little sun instead of rain.
You know, all of the races really, not just ours because it's for Family Service and Children's Aid, but all of the races are great family events. It's always an upbeat atmosphere. I think with running in general, there's great camaraderie and people helping people to reach their goals and strive for those goals. One of the things Melissa mentioned is accountability. I'm on a couple different threads with runners that talk about getting out there and getting after it. And I needed to run yesterday just for my own mental health. It's good for me to get out there and run, and hadn't run in a while. And saw some of those guys saying, hey, this is what I did, this is what I did. And it forces you to get out there. So, if you have some goals, find someone to help you hold yourself accountable. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And
that's
your
a really
family
good
should be there to
suggestion.
help you make that happen.
Yeah.
So these races, every year they get bigger and better. You add all this cool stuff to the race series. You've got additional sponsors this year. And the experience, there's food, there's bling, there's shirts.
Well, that's part of it, right? We want to bring more people the experience that's there. You want it to be, like Bruce said, a positive environment and one that's welcoming to all people across all age groups and all demographics, including fitness levels. Yeah. There's something for everyone, and you have to encourage that in order to have that there. You want people to have a really great experience and say, hey, you know what, I had a lot of fun, and bring their friends to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about family. Both you and you have your whole families, or at least several that are there at the event, participating in the event, working in the event. So that's your family activity.
Right, and they're great community events. They really are. I mean, that's one of the things I think that makes Jackson great. We were talking about this a little bit before we came out. Jackson isn't the largest city, obviously, in the state of Michigan, but we have a great running community, and we have a lot of great running events.
Yeah.
And they're great for families to get out to and to enjoy and support. Falling Waters Trail, fantastic community asset. You can go out there pretty much any day and see people, riding bikes, running, walking, and it's a great place to live for that reason. I want to reiterate, everything ORS has done in the last couple of years to really make this race series as strong as it's become. It's been really beneficial to all the race directors that have been involved for a long time and didn't really have that one person to go to say, who is going to spearhead this? Because we all have busy lives and busy jobs. So kudos to Melissa and the owners at ORS to make that happen.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. You have definitely stepped up the game and made it that much more enjoyable for your participants.
Well, I thank you for that, but I wouldn't be able to do it without each individual race director. I mean, Bruce has been a mentor for me since I started because I was not a runner. I will not say I am a runner. But in that,
you're running a half marathon, Melissa. You're a runner.
Yeah, you have officially been a runner.
Yeah.
I've graduated?
You've graduated becoming a runner.
All right, now you just made my day.
Each of the races has an individual personality. You've got different medals or trophies or something different, like the pies at the Firecracker 400. Everyone that finishes in the top category in the ages, they get a pie.
What?
Yeah.
That's my kind of race.
It's Jeff Heath. Yep, the Firecracker, cool. and you get custom socks with that one as well. And I think that's one of the other things that's so fun is that, like you said, each race has its own character and has its own unique niche to it, which makes it that much more fun. You get different shirts, you get different medals, and it's just a different experience. If they were all the same, you wouldn't necessarily be inclined to sign up for all of them. So it's really exciting. It's fun.
Yeah, and we should mention too, this is the second year that this race is at the middle school.
At Parkside, right? Yeah, the middle school at Parkside. So it's the same course that the Groundhog Gallop was on, but we don't have the challenge of ice.
Nice.
The February run is a little bit icy this year, as is to be expected and is appreciated by those that are liking a challenge. But this Saturday should be great weather, and it'll be flat. It'll be fast. There'll definitely be some fast runners out there leading the charge. I will not be one of those people, but there will be some really fast people out there, and there's a great level of competitiveness among the different age groups.
Oh yeah.
And people pay attention to what people in their age category are doing and how fast they're going, and you see some of that when people are scoping out the start line, seeing where everyone's starting, and that's why I like to stay in the back. Just stay in back and stay out of trouble.
It's so fun.
You just make sure everybody's okay.
I want to make sure everyone's off to a great start.
You're there
That's
to
right.
pick them up if they fall down.
As the race director, I feel it's my responsibility to make sure everyone gets out and is safe at the start.
Perfect. Yeah. So it's this Saturday, April 29th. What did we say, 9 a.m.?
9 a.m.
So be there around 8:30 to get registered and do all the things you need to do?
Yep. Packet pickup starts at 8 o'clock. So if people want to get there at 8 a.m., we'll be ready for them.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So we'll see them at the cafeteria at the middle school at Parkside. There is another event in the field house. So you come in off of Forest Street, there's a parking lot on the front of the building. You can park over by the field house as well, but it's probably better to start over by the cafeteria.
All right.
Same course as last year.
Well, good deal. What's the hardware look like this year?
I have not seen it yet. I'm not in charge of that. So that's one of the nice things about being a race director is saying I don't handle everything. I just help make it happen. Right.
Wonderful.
We'll see you Saturday. Thank you.
See you Saturday.
Thank you, guys.
Bruce Inocencio and Melissa Burgett. More of the morning show after this.
Over time, we've seen more and more people frustrated with their dental benefits. They thought that because they had dental insurance, they'd be well taken care of. Well, that's exactly what the insurance companies want you to believe. They figured out a way to collect your premiums while continuing to limit your choice of doctor and your choice of treatment. There's not one company better than the others. They've created an environment where dentists diagnose treatment or recommend care based upon your insurance dollars available. That's not the way people should be treated, and we think there's a better way. We put the interest of you and your family first. We take the time with you to figure out how to get the care you need, whether it's with your insurance or not. We are Dentistry by Design, and our mission is to make excellent dental care a joy. Please call, visit the website, or drop by the office. We'd love to answer any questions you may have. And be sure to ask about our exclusive membership program to help you save on the cost of your dental care.
Marts are conveniently located throughout South Central Michigan with convenient hours of operation. We pride ourselves on our fast and friendly service to get you going on your way. We're here when you need us. Full service and fully stocked stores, fresh hot premium coffee, and cappuccino. All Kelly Express Marts are staffed with friendly, knowledgeable people committed to providing the highest level of service. Kelly Express Mart. Are you struggling with your mental health? We can help at Michigan Psychological Care. We are here to help strengthen your relationships, your interpersonal connections, and help you find yourself. Contact us today to live the life you've always dreamed.
Welcome back to the morning show. Jennifer, did you wake up this morning and say to yourself, I want to adopt the largest cat that's available?
I would never wake up with that thought. Did you?
No, but a Virginia animal shelter is trying to get someone to adopt this strikingly corpulent cat weighing in at 40.3 pounds.
Stop it.
Yes. Unbelievable.
I mean, that cat can't survive very long.
Well, he's on a special diet now.
Oh, my
stars. But you got to, if you adopt the cat, you got to promise you're going to keep him on the diet.
Yeah, he's going to have like that skin removal surgery when he loses that weight.
Yeah.
That thing is huge.
Stomach stapling for cats.
Yes. Bariatric treatments for the felines.
In Belgium over the weekend, officials confiscated 2,000 cans of beer. Someone ordered beer. It was Miller High Life.
Okay.
And you know what the cans say?
What?
The champagne of beers.
Yeah.
Not in Europe. The people in Champagne, France say, look, you can't put that on your beer cans. And so they confiscated the beer.
Stop it.
And they crushed him in a crusher.
No,
Yes.
sir. Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. They've
Yeah,
got a
they
little
guard
bit
their
of an attitude.
the people in Champagne, they guard their trademark, their bubbly beverage, and no one's going to infringe on that. So,
Not even
but
Miller
Miller's
High
been
Life.
doing for 19. It's been decades. Yeah, it's always been there.
No
But
more,
they can do
no
it
more
here.
in Belgium.
No, not in Belgium. They can do it here. Yeah. So we've got another time to be together tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tuesdays with Bart and Jennifer.
Who do you have lined up?
Oh, we've got a big show. Oh, Austin Brown is going to be here tomorrow, and we've got some exciting things to share in the COVID vaccine world and in the world of academia with them. We've got, is it Weisbrod?
Julie Weisbrod, yeah.
The active aging programmer for active aging program coordinator for Jackson Parks. Kathy Moore and Scott Vitale.
All right, I'll be here, you'll be here, and we invite you to Stay with JTV. We'll be back here at 1. Thanks for watching. See you then.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to this week's episode